Good evening. I'm Ying. I'm a professor in CBE, and I'm also the department's UG program coordinator.
So good evening, everyone. I'm Terence. I'm also a faculty member in CBE, and I'm actively involved in biomedical engineering. In particular, in this program will be a bioengineering program.
So we are very happy to have the opportunities to tell you about the UG programs in chemical and biological engineering. So the first question is, what is chemical and biological engineering?
So Ying, it seems intuitive to know what civil engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science are, but what is chemical and biological engineering?
Well, chemical and biological engineering involves designing processes and products using knowledge about molecular transformation. We can create a physical, chemical, or biological process to turn the raw materials to high value-added products. We can design innovative products to meet our daily needs, as well as to address the grand challenges in food, healthcare, energy, and environment.
Yeah, thanks for the explanation, but it's still quite abstract to understand. So shall we actually show some examples of the research conducted in CBE? How about starting with your lab?
Sure. These virus-looking particles are made in my lab. We design peptides, and when placing these peptides in water containing DNA, they will wrap around the DNA and form the particles with these very interesting patterns. Well, since they look so much like viruses, we are now programming them to function as vaccines and carriers of gene therapy.
Wow, so it's really down to earth and very close to us. So is the invention will protect us from infections in the future?
This is the ultimate goal. A number of our CBE professors are actually doing research to improve healthcare as well. Professor Sun Fei's research highlights what we mean by engineering biology. So in Professor Sun Fei's lab, he is tweaking the DNA sequence of bacterial cells to turn them into tiny factories. This means he will give DNA instructions for the cells to make proteins. He can program new functions into these proteins so they can be useful as future medicines. For example, his team reported protein gels for tissue engineering, which can do 3D culture of stem cells and release them by light control. Well, you may also have heard about Professor Kinglan Young's and his team's research. They have invented a coating that can keep any surface germ-free for a long time. It illustrates how chemical and biological engineers can use nanotechnology during this time to fight COVID-19. The smart coating contains nanofibers to release chlorine dioxide slowly. In fact, Professor Yuan's research made a headline last month. By collaboration with local industry, his team has already applied the smart coating to over 70 daycare centers, elderly homes, and schools in Hong Kong. Well, Terence, I know you are also working on a very meaningful technology that can save the lives of cancer patients.
Yeah, I do. And my lab is working on advanced imaging tool that can be used during surgery. So traditionally, doctors, when doing the cancer surgeries, it's very hard for them to know for sure whether they have removed all the cancer tissue from the patients. They only know after a few days, even a week, mainly because of the labor-intensive and the lengthy lab procedures to analyze the excised tissue. So with our imaging technologies, which combines photoacoustics imaging and deep learning algorithms together, such that we can allow doctors to make the best decision on the spot during the surgery. And I want to point out one emphasis in our bioengineering program is that big data, healthcare data is one of the training ingredient that we want to include in the bioengineering curriculum. So Professor Jigong Wang, is teaching the data science course in bioengineering. He's taking the DNA sequence from cancer tissues of individual patients to understand how the cancer actually evolves. By using computational methods, his team is able to personalize the most appropriate treatment for cancer patients. Recently, they have also found a new drug target against brain cancer. This is very exciting discovery towards better management of a very deadly cancer.
That's a very exciting. Other than healthcare, research in CBE also encompass energy and environment applications. For example, Professor Yun Kim, who just joined the department last year, is creating unique porous materials that are able to remove, for example, heavy metal ions from wastewater. He is also designing special polymers to make membranes for hydrogen fuel cells and to improve their performance.
And Professor Tom Law is also interested in solving energy and environmental problems with new materials. Some of you may have heard of graphene, right? So it is an amazing material with excellent thermal and electrical conductivity. Professor Law is using this graphene to build supercapacitors for charging electric vehicles and construct membranes for seawater desalinations. These different applications all required graphene synthesis to be scaled up, and that's where Professor Law's expertise is. And Yang, students may wonder whether they can be participate in this kind of exciting research projects.
Well, yes, definitely. CBE is a strong believer of student innovation, and I would say that undergraduate research is such an important component of the learning experience for students in CBE. And I'm also very proud to say that our students have won so many competitions before, including not just one, but multiple President's Cups, as well as like National Challenge Cup and international competitions. Let's hear maybe like from final year students about his journey in undergraduate research.
Hi there, it's Longfei here. I'm honored to be here sharing with you my feelings and experience in doing research in chemical and biological engineering department. Currently, I'm a year 4 student doing my individual thesis project here, but honestly, I have been doing research in our department for 2 summer Euro programs as well as my final year thesis. Um, Also, I would like to talk about why I choose the research. So, basically, when I was in my first year, I had no idea what to do. Doing research to be an MPhil or PhD students in the later future, or to go do some internship, to find a job after graduate. That all comes to my mind, but I was not so sure. But then, thanks to Professor Chow, who has invited me to a research project, and I was actually have a taste of how research works. And after that, I feel like, oh, I'm quite, I'm quite attracted by the feelings when you do research. It was amazing, when you have some novel ideas or you have some improved protocols than others, you will feel like, oh, I've really achieved something. So that was amazing. And I believe that is the most important thing for me to be, enjoying in doing research, and that makes my choice.
Well, so to innovate, students must have a very good foundation. CBE curriculum actually equips students with solid fundamentals and transferable skill sets so that they can apply their knowledge to solve a wide range of problems. CBE offers 3 programs: chemical engineering, chemical and environmental engineering, and bioengineering. Now, shall we show the curriculum?
I think Ying, probably not. I think students right now are so smart that they can easily look up the details in the departmental homepage. So maybe I can just quickly share the link here. So students, feel free to take your time and go to the websites and check out the curriculum later on. And why don't we have our star teachers share with the students about some highlights of CBE courses?
Oh, yes, and I forget that Terrence, you are also a star teacher. So students love your course about introductions to bioengineering, right? So what is it about?
Yeah, kind of embarrassed to say myself is a star teacher, obviously, but thanks for the idea for sharing the course. So I'm teaching this BIN 1010, Introduction to Biomedical Engineering. So the intended learning outcome obviously is to make sure students do have a quantitative reasoning ability towards the engineering and also real world problem. And at the same time, I want to also teach to a level that students can have a way to enjoy and also share the fun in bioengineering in general. So my pedagogy is more about listening to students. I always try to ask them for feedbacks and survey, make sure they are okay with the course materials and are at the right level. And one of my emphasis is also about the oral presentations, because I want to make sure that even for engineering students, it's important for them to communicate well with others, okay? Because in the stereotype, engineers is don't have a way to express themselves well. So I think that's important as a future engineers. So obviously, there are so many good teachers in CBE, and Henry, Richard, and Marshall have received so many teachings awards from the schools, and they are here today to highlight the courses that they teach as well. So 2 of the courses are required, and 1 is an elective course. And why don't we invite Henry to share his course, is CNG2310.
So Henry.
Okay. All right. So I guess my course is new. This is called Modeling for Chemical and Biological Engineering, and you take it in year 2, fall semester, if you join CBE. So the course is actually quite unique, I think. I would say in the whole university, we don't have a course like that. Basically, it teaches math. So a lot of students don't like math, but I want to tell them in this course that the math is actually taught in a way that's quite different. So you'll be learning about applications. Okay, so you kind of be given a problem to solve, and then you learn how to use math to solve it, right? So the kind of math that you learn is you also learn from other courses like linear algebra and differential equations and statistics. But then in this course, you actually bring it into use. So the course actually focuses on modeling instead of just solving equations. So it's not boring at all. It will be more about like setting up the equation, and I'll teach you how to use computer programs to solve the very complex equations that you cannot solve by hand. You can actually see the results and you can play around with your model. So this is actually what engineers do, right? So this is actually a core skill of engineers. So the course is intended to give you the toolkit to become an engineer, right, of all kinds. Basically, not just chemical and biological problems, but all kinds of problems. So you can, I have a few examples. I'll just go through quickly. So these are kind of the problems that you get. This is one of the exercises that you do in class, you know, about how do you cool your coffee, right? How long you need to wait for the coffee to cool down? Do you mix it with the cream first, or so you just wait? So you can actually solve this equation. It's very complicated, so I teach students how to use MATLAB to solve it. And in fact, there's actually even smarter way than mixing the cream. So something like that. It's a very complicated differential equation that you can solve by program. Next one. So this is very hot now. How do you model infectious diseases? Okay, in the same course, I also teach you how to model infectious diseases. If you go online and read about the current epidemic, you know, people try to predict how many people would die. It's all differential equations. So I would teach students how to model simple models for infectious diseases. So this is one of the exam question, I think. You can show the chart, please. Hello, next. Yeah, so something like that, right? You can actually predict how many people would get sick and how many people would die. How long would it take for the epidemic to come down? Okay. Next one. So the next one is even less related to chemical engineering, but actually, when you think about it, this is all about what engineers will do. It's about how long do you need to wait at the bus station for the minibus, right? So this is a statistical model. You can actually come up with a way to predict how long you need to wait. So another click. Yeah, so this is simulated using a MATLAB, and you can fit a model through it. Okay, this is predicted by an exponential distribution, something like that, right? So later you actually learn all of these in this course. So the course will actually be taught in a blended learning mode starting next year. So you'll be learning a lot of the theory at home by watching video, and during the in-class time, we'll actually be doing modeling together. So it'll be very interactive. I'll let you guys solve problems on your own, and we'll check answers against each other. You can have a little fun competition and see who gets the most accurate model. Yeah, so that's the course.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
so I think like some students are saying that like the resolution is not very good, right? The videos.
Yeah.
So, well, we will try our best. We actually, but we'll see. But otherwise, do you have any question? Okay.
So we can send you guys the PowerPoint later, right? If that helps. Yeah.
I saw one student raising his hand.
Yes.
Oh.
So Kenneth, right? Kenneth.
Yeah, should we?
Okay, please ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a questions?
Please unmute yourself. Yeah, you have to also press unmute so that you can speak. Oh, he delete his hand, I mean.
Okay, all right. Not delete his hand. Okay, all right, great. Okay, so well,
Okay.
so if you have any questions, raise your hand and then we'll try to address it. Okay. So next we will have
so maybe I can keep asking. So thank you, Henry. I always heard that Henry's courses are very difficult to, I mean, the content is very difficult, but he teaches in a way that everyone will understand, also have a lot of fun and learn really in-depth information. So thank you, Henry. And the next one would be we will be having Richard.
Hello, everyone. My name is Richard. I'm also a CBE faculty, so for almost 6 years now. And I've been teaching almost since the beginning a course that's called Process and Product Design Principles. So that is one of the core courses of the programs. It's actually taught in May, in the fall, in the second year. So it's one of the first courses that students usually take in our programs. So let me tell you briefly what this course is about. So there is design in the title, so obviously it's about design, and that's good because we are a school of engineering and engineers design things. Now design for an engineer is not about how things look, right? So that is maybe design for an artist, but for an engineer, design means how things work, right? So we have seen that chemical and biological engineering is a very broad discipline, right? So it's really at the interface of chemistry, biology, mathematics, physics. And just already today in the examples that you saw, I think you get already a flavor that this is very broad indeed. Right, so how do we even start with that, right? So how can I teach a course that teaches you to design all of those things, right? Now, one thing that you may not realize actually is that to design all of these different applications in chemical and biological engineering, they are often based on the same principles, right? So that is what my course is really about. So in my course, you will learn the fundamentals that you need to understand to design all these different applications, and also how to apply those in a systematic way, right? So the term modeling was already used. Software to solve equations. So these will also be important in my course. So you need to apply those tools in a systematic way, because that is also what makes engineers good in designing stuff. So my course will teach you those things, and there will be many examples. So we talk about problems related to drug release from tablets. We talk about examples from biodiesel manufacturing, for example, what they do here close by in Sun Quan O. So there will be a small project related to that, where you sort of get your first hands-on experience with learning how to do design. And what will truly be amazing, I guarantee you that, so is that for you to realize, and that is what students sometimes tell me, is that actually, if you look at very different applications, so for example, I have problems modeling a drug release from a tablet, right? So how is a drug released from a tablet that is administered orally? that the principles to understand that are actually very similar as the principles you need to understand to, for example, design a biodiesel plant using cooking oil to convert that into biodiesel. And to me, it's still, I'm trained as a chemical engineer. I've been active in chemical engineering my entire professional life. To me, this is still one of the big miracles of chemical engineering, is that the fundamental principles behind all of those different applications are indeed very similar. So that is what you will learn in my course. So obviously my course is the first in a series of courses related to design. So our philosophy is that in this course, you will learn the basic principles, you will learn a systematic approach to design, plus you get some very basic knowledge about how to use software to support your design. And then later, when you move into the more senior years, you'll get more expanded design problems. So design problems by definition are open-ended, so the information is always insufficient. There is not a single right solution. Different people come up with different solutions. So it's a creative process, it's a team process. So later when you expand your courses, you will actually see that you can use all of those tools. Right, so that in a nutshell is what the course is about, content-wise. So my philosophy to teaching is that personally I believe in skills. Also I believe in fundamentals. I think nowadays a good university education teaches you how to do something, right? So when I was your age, I would go to lectures. Internet barely existed, so actually from those lectures I would get lots of information, right? But nowadays information is plentiful, right? So you can take your mobile phone, you need information. You ask Siri, Bixby, or however these AI assistants are called, you ask for some information and you directly get it, right? So you don't need to come to my class to learn information, to memorize things. But if you ask Siri to solve some design problem, I'm sure Siri will not know how to do that, right? So for that, we need chemical engineers, right? So I believe in skills. So my course has lots of problem sets. Tutorials will be very important so that you can work on those problems. And then secondly, as I mentioned, fundamentals, I believe that are important. So fundamentals are not difficult, right? So that is often a misunderstanding. Actually, fundamentals are actually quite simple often. Problems can be difficult, but fundamentals are easy. And once you understand fundamentals, you become a very all-rounded professional. So you can address many different types of problems just because you understand the fundamentals. Even if you've never seen the problem before, you can analyze it in a systematic way. And that, I believe, make chemical engineers unique in industry. Problem solving is important, so that developing skill. So I'm always happy. There are always some students that recognize and they say, they give some feedback, they say something like that. I feel I learned something useful or so. So I'm always very happy to hear that, because to me, that is what it is about, right? So learning certain skills that you can use to solve real world problems. Okay, so that is, yeah, in a nutshell, what my course is about, and what my philosophy is and what my approach is in teaching this course.
Okay, thank you, Richard, for sharing. I think after listening to this, you probably got more insights about his course, CENG 2110, and another excellent teacher. Then finally we have Marshall, who is teaching the CENG 2630. Can Marshall also share about his thought about teaching?
Okay, thank you, Terence. Okay, guys, nice to meet you guys over this platform. So this is Marshall. I have been teaching 2 courses related to food. So one is the CNG 1800. It is a common core course, focused on food science. And for this one, okay, on the slide, it is for our department. It's an elective food processing. So these 2 courses, they are the only food-related courses in HKUST. And we will teach you guys what is the science and engineering behind food making. And we will also want to tell you guys how to differentiate or debunk the food myth in our lives. For example, every day we know, especially in Hong Kong, right, or in South China, the people drink cool tea. They think it's really help them cool. Do you agree? Or some Chinese herbs, are they healthy? And some people, they eat tiger bone, right, to make them strong. Or bird nest, they think it's very nutritious. And some others, okay, very expensive herbs, like it's not herbs, it's called summer grass, winter worm. Do you think it's useful? You know, it's luxury product, healthy product. And some people drink the protein powder or alkaline water, just want to be healthy. And your mom maybe they tell you, hey, come on, you drink some yogurt, right? It will help your digestion. All these are these true or false? So from science, we try to understand. From engineering, we see how they are made. Any magic ingredient or process make these things to be magic power. So for this will be learned, and also we will teach some method to make the food to be more nutritious and tasty, and also environmental friendly. For example, we try to use the GM food, right, for the crops, and also for some animals. For example, the salmon is the first GM animal, and also we use the vertical farming or grow the food, the crops in water to save land, to solve the crops crisis. And for the future food, now you know there is a very popular artificial meat. It's the brand called Impossible Burger or Beyond Meat, right? They are using the plant meat to replace the beef or the pork. This will be a trend because it saves the environment, saves our planet, and can be more effective and more healthy. And also, if you talk about the high technology, right, advanced, the lab grow meat, they are the real meat. It grow in the lab. You don't need to slaughter animals. So the last thing I want to comment, so these courses are popular among students because people, they can try some ideas, some new food, new product, new process in the lab. For example, in these years, they have tried transparent tea or cola. They can make it in the lab, or non-alcohol beer, make the lemon tea, make some the sporting drink. Actually, one student is working with me. It's Matty. Still I don't know whether he's here. He's working with me to use freeze drying for seafood. Actually, he's participating in some competition. So all this you can try, and then you find the application of chemical engineering in food area is so amazing. So food actually is a web field for chemical engineers to excel. So that's all I want to share. Thank you.
All right, thank
Thank you.
All right, so conclusively, we want to thank Henry, Richard, and Marshall for their time to share with us. And our department places a lot of emphasis on UG teaching. As you have already heard, we are introducing many innovative approaches to UG educations. We are very excited about the new experiential learning labs, which will provide support both course delivery and student-led innovations. It has become a tradition for our department to send students' team to the US every year for candy card competitions held at the annual meeting of American Institute of Chemical Engineers.
So you may wonder, what do chemical engineers have to do with cost? Shall we take a look at the video created by our students? You enjoy the video, and so let me go back here.
kind of scary though.
It's scary. Okay, so they are actually making batteries. Okay, actually they have won some competitions there too. So doing research, attending conferences, joining competitions, you have already heard. Those are parts of our students' co-curricular activities in CBE. So I have asked several more students, Ishita, Sarah, and Hugo, to share with you about their experience in exchange, plan visits, and internship as well. Please hold on, and I'm going to share with you the recordings.
Hey everyone, my name is Ishita and I'm a year 3 student studying chemical and biomolecular engineering. Today I'm here to tell you a little bit about my experience on exchange at the Georgia Institute of Technology in Atlanta, Georgia. So there were 3 main reasons why I wanted to be a part of the study abroad program. The first one was that HKUST has such a vast network of connections for exchange universities, ranging from the United States, Europe, Australia, and I really wanted to take advantage of that. Second, I feel like my opportunity of exploring Georgia Tech and learning more about it really helped me understand whether this is a university I want to consider for my further studies. And lastly, I feel like meeting so many new students, professors, and recruiters really allowed me to diversify my own network, and this will really help me in the future. So there were 2 major highlights of my exchange semester. The first one was that I got to attend Georgia Tech's career fair, which was amazing. It was at a much larger scale than I'd ever seen before. There were hundreds of companies over the course of just 2 days. And what I was really happy to see was that a lot of companies were willing to recruit students on the J1 visa, which is the visa that you would enter the United States with if you were an exchange student. And my second highlight was that I got to go to my first ever basketball game, where I was really happy that Georgia Tech won. So I hope to see a lot of you join the chemical and biological engineering department. We're a very tight-knit community and we know each other so well. In terms of exchange, we have a very special program just for CBE students where you get to go to Georgia Tech not only for the spring semester and do classes, but you also get to stay for the entire summer term and do research under their professors. So I hope to see you all join our department and take advantage of these incredible opportunities that we have to offer. See you soon!
Hello， 我係 Sarah， 係 CBE Year 4嘅學生。咁我今日都想喺度同大家分享下我呢4年嚟所參加過 CBE 搞嘅一啲活動啦，例如 plant visit 啦。咁 plant visit 就唔係我身邊嘅一啲 plant， 而係真係好大型嘅 chemical plants。咁其實 CBE department 都會定期去搞一啲大大小小嘅 plant visit， 小至於係去 local 嘅 plants， 例如益力多啊、貴老 beer 呢一啲 beverage 嘅 plants 啦，大至於係可能真係去mainland 去睇佢哋嘅廠，而有一個 study tour 係大概成7-8日嘅，咁樣都有。咁就想喺度分享翻我上年去張家港 Eco 呢一間公司喺張家港嘅 biodiesel 嘅 plant 啦。咁其實嗰個 plant 咧係plant visit 係維持咗7日嘅，咁當中嘅運作模式就係將我哋30幾個同行嘅人分成5組啦，每一組咧都有一個 peer mentor 去跟住我哋，就喺我哋成程學嘢，例如學咗，即係我哋真係有去參觀佢哋個廠啦，又去聽佢哋講解點樣將佢哋嘅 product 點樣賣出去啦，或者點樣去攞呢個國際認證啦。唔止係一啲 technical 嘅嘢，連一啲 business 嘅嘢其實都學到嘅。咁當中比較我自己係深刻嘅就其實係同peer mentor 去傾偈啦，因為其實佢哋都係UST 嘅 graduate 嚟嘅，咁佢哋都俾咗好多係 career path 嘅 advice 俾我哋，咁我都覺得係獲益良多嘅。咁除咗學咗啲 technical 嘅嘢，咁我哋喺空餘時間都有時間去做一啲 bonding 啦。咁因為有 professor 跟我哋去，咁所以我哋係有同 professor 一齊食飯，有同 professor 一齊去當地嘅旅遊景點嗰個旅遊，其實當中都有好多好好嘅溝通，咁所以令到成個旅程係好圓滿、好深刻嘅。咁所以都喺度想同大家分享翻呢啲經驗，咁希望大家對 CBE 了解多咗，同埋希望見到大家。
So last, we will have Hugo talking to us.
大家好，我係 Hugo，今年 Year 4讀緊 Chemical and Environmental Engineering。我覺得 Chemical Engineering 入邊有啲知識係比較抽象，我哋喺日常生活中亦都好少接觸得到。咁所以喺學習過程中咧，其實未能充分掌握 formulas 同埋 theories 嘅應用。咁而我哋 department 咧，亦都非常之了解我哋嘅需要，提供咗好多實習嘅機會俾我哋實踐所學，同埋加深我哋對於呢個行業嘅了解。咁有兩個嘅，包括 internship 啦，同埋 core program。咁而我好彩兩個 program 都有參加，而得到唔同嘅體會。第一個係 internship， 我 internship 入邊要負責幾個 project 嘅，其中一個 project 係呢個 hazard management。咁我要喺設計化工廠嘅時候，兼顧到洩漏、爆炸所造成嘅危險，所以我就經過唔同嘅軟件去模擬運算一下唔同嘅意外所造成嘅影響，從而得出一個最好嘅設計。咁而另一個 project 咧就係負責製作廠區嘅模型，用在日後嘅模擬運算嘅。咁我覺得喺呢一兩個月入邊能夠學習同埋運用咁多唔同嘅知識咧，係非常之難得。咁而我覺得 core program 咧係有別於 internship 嘅。我個 core program 咧就要離開香港半年，去負責一個比較大嘅 project。咁由產生 idea 啦、設計啦、採購，去到最尾施工方面，我都要由 technical 同埋 economics 等方面去考慮可行性同埋效益嘅。咁公司嘅 advisor 咧係會提供適當嘅指導，但好多時咧都係我哋自己去諗，自己去試下睇下個 project work 唔 work 到。咁所以喺呢個過程入邊，其實牽涉到好多我哋以前課本學習到嘅知識啊，或者涉獵到課本以外嘅課題嘅。例如喺我個 project 入邊咧，就要運用到 mechanical engineering 嘅課題，咁啊對我嚟講係比較新嘅。咁我覺得呢啲經驗咧，對於裝備我成為一個工程師咧，有好大嘅幫助。咁我覺得如果對 engineering 有興趣，又好似我咁中意落手落腳自己做嘅同學仔咧， chemical engineering 有好多機會等緊大家。
Alright, so maybe I can quickly summarize what they said. They mostly share what they have experienced during the exchange and plant visit and also internship and also co-op experience. So they think they have learned additional thing throughout this process instead of just learning in the textbook. But for sure, it's built on top from the textbook informations, and then they go one step further that equip them to become a real engineer by solving real problems. So I believe these co-curricular activities are very important part of the university educations. Therefore, in our UG curriculum, we've built in some flexibility so that students can easily arrange the coursework to make up an entire semester spent outside the campus, just like what Ihisha Ta did.
And also, like as Ishita mentioned, CBE has made special arrangement with overseas universities such as Georgia Tech to offer an exchange plus summer research program for our bioengineering students. In addition, there are some interesting internship opportunities, for example, offered by SysMax for our students again, to have an opportunity to do internship in Japan. Yeah, so those are the great opportunities.
Yang, by the way, one of the biggest questions students have when selecting major is what the future career path will be.
Well, right. We are the only chemical and biological engineering department in Hong Kong. And this makes us very unique and always #1 in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I can see that there is a strong advantage of our students to continue postgraduate study. In fact, our students have been admitted to top universities, including MIT, UC Berkeley, and others. But being the only one, that's kind of tricky. Does it mean that it's difficult to find a real job?
Well, quite the opposite. The versatile skill sets and the rare ability to handle numbers plus different scientific fields are in the high demand in today's rapidly changing business and industry. Well, if you don't trust me, I have invited several young CBE graduates, Jeff, Mitch, Lisanne, and Samantha, to share with you about the very diverse career path they enjoyed as CBE graduates. So I'm going to play their videos. So half of these videos are in Cantonese and half are in English. So for the Cantonese ones, again, I will try to do the real-time translation using a chat. I know some students are helping to do that, and thanks for that. But I'll just like let this alumni share with like, you know, whatever language that they prefer to. I hope that you don't mind that, okay? So we will, I will go to that page now.
我係 Jeff， 我依家喺 KPMG Advisory 嘅做緊一個 manager， 我最主要嘅 role 係做infrastructure advisory。我係2012年嘅chemical engineering graduate。其實咧，我依家做緊嘅嘢咧，大部分咧就係會有最主要分2種個範疇啦。第一個範疇咧就會係俾政府一啲 advice 就住 project management 上面嘅一啲嚟緊做一啲嘅革新。咁又會幫佢做一啲研究啦，同埋幫佢哋做一啲政策上面嘅支持咁樣嘅。咁其中一樣嘢會比較可以話比較近期啲嘅咧，就係喺早幾個禮拜嘅呢個財政預算案裏面，佢哋提過一個用一個 digitalization 同埋一個 digital platform 喺一啲所有嘅政府公務工程上面都一定要用嘅呢一個政策咧，其實就係早排過去嗰9個月我哋幫政府做嘅其中一個研究成果啦。另外咧，我哋都做好多係都係以呢個項目管理為一個軸心嘅一啲工作嚟嘅。咁無論係幫之前都有做過一個自己比較即係中意嘅一個 project 咧，就係幫一間法國嘅紅酒廠就喺中國度開佢哋第一間嘅一個紅酒生產園，咁就包括一個園區啦，同埋實質上嗰個即係生產嘅廠區咁樣嘅。咁所以我依家最主要自己做嘅工作範疇咧，都係針對住呢一個項目管理為主。咁但係項目管理嗰個範疇就可能由一啲建築上面嘅項目啦，去到一啲可能係一啲 strategy 上面嘅啲 improvement 上面都會有嘅。想同大家去睇一睇嘅咧，其實就係 chemical engineering 啦，或者係 CBE 整個 discipline 咧，其實幾重要嘅一個部分咧，就但係有好多同學都會以為，會唔會係 chemistry 為主啊？或者會唔會係以其他啲 sciences 為一個 basis 咁樣？咁但係其實始終 chemical engineering 或者 CBE 都係一個 engineering discipline， 而 engineering discipline 最重要嗰樣嘢就係點樣透過一啲我哋所講嘅一啲 scientific theory 啦，一啲理論啦，或者係一啲唔同類型嘅一啲 theory 點樣去幫助我哋去解決一啲問題，但係解決問題嘅方式咧就唔係好簡單，即係 plug in the number， 即係1+1咁樣就算，而係點樣去透過我哋對成件事嘅認知同埋理解，去用我哋嘅一啲所謂嘅 professional knowledge 同 judgment 去 modify 嗰啲 theory， 令到佢可以真係applicable 喺我哋個 situation 嗰度。咁所以成個過程嚟講， chemical engineering 又好 CBE 又好，最重要嘅就係我哋點樣透過一啲唔同嘅 scientific theory 去幫我哋去解決問題。而呢啲問題咧即係可能喺依家大家日常生活上面未必會咁容易接觸到，但係喺工作層面上面啦，你會發覺呢一類型我哋所謂叫 transferable skills 咧，其實係即係完全係 applicable 去唔同嘅 industry， 尤其是當依家嘅工作係越嚟越需要越大嘅一啲 analytic 嘅一啲 skill set 啦，同埋去做一啲 research 去做一啲 consolidation 嘅時候咧，你發覺對於我自己嚟講，嗰個 CBE 嘅 education 咧，俾我最大嘅咧就係呢個 core skills 咯。
So okay, so next we will have sharing from.
Hi everyone, my name is Mitch Lam. I was graduate in 2016. My major was chemical and environmental engineering. So today I would like to share about my career path and what I've learned, what is the knowledge I have applied in my current jobs, and I wish that can help you to understand more about the program and also the jobs you can look for after you are graduate. So my first job after graduate is chemical consultant. So I worked in a chemical consultant firm. The services that I provide are production and market research, import and export analysis, and value chain analysis. So my customers are some chemical companies. So after you graduate, you must know some of them. So here are the top 10 chemicals companies. And after 2 years, 2018, I joined BSF. I become part of the supply chain, and my team is custom and foreign trade team. So here I would like to go through a project first that I had done in my chemical consultants firm. And here is the production of EDTA, which is a chemicals are commonly applied for pharmaceutical production and also the agricultural production. And here you can see the production flow chart. It includes raw materials, process, waste, and product. And that is 100% made by me. And the source of this kind of information are from the annual report of the chemical companies, EIA, Environmental Impact Assessment reports, and also the patents. Here is a simplified version. I will show you a comprehensive and complicated one. So you can see here are so many figures, so many lines. Actually, there are different streams that are going through into the reactors, and they will go through some reactions. And so in the whole process, I need to consider how much is the raw material I input, how many is the product I will produce, and what is the cost. I need water, I need electricity, and so that kind of information are all included in here. So there are 4 key knowledges that I have applied in this kind of model building. One is mass balance or material balance. Another one is energy balance, then chemical reaction, and cost analysis. So that is one very typical project I have done when I was a chemical consultant. So after joining BSF, I become the team of custom and foreign trade. So to make it simple is we ensure everything for BSF business is compliant while we are doing the duty optimizations. So that includes HS code, that includes some documentation like certificate of origins, import and export declarations, free trade agreement, and how can we do it systematical way to make things less error and higher efficiency. So that's all about my career path, and I wish that can help you to understand more and do some expectation management for your next 3 years learning. I wish you have a enjoyable your life and have a bright future. Thank you. See you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisanne, and today I would like to share with you my university life and career experience. So let me introduce myself first. And I'm a chemical and biomolecular engineering graduate in 2016. And I've been working as a laboratory assistant in St. Teresa's Hospital since I graduated. Why I choose chemical engineering? I choose chemical engineering because I like science, and chemical engineering is a major that integrates mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology. Also, this major can allow me to choose a large diversity of career, such as environmental and pharmaceutical companies, and other consultant firms, etc. And UST has given me a lot of opportunities, exchange, internships, and there are lots of activities organized by student associations. Also, the professor and staff are very friendly and kind to help with you with your problems, and you can always chat with them whenever you want. I've also participated in an investigation project with Professor Yang, which is about disinfectant coating in hospital environment, where I acquire a lot of lab skills for my current job. So what I'm doing now is about when patients do surgery, they may have some unwanted tissues to cut away, such as tumor, fibroids, cancer cells, etc. So my job is to process the tissues for doctors to investigate, to see whether they are harmful or not. And these pictures are some tissues under light microscope. So I hope you have more understanding about chemical engineering, and please don't hesitate and grab more opportunities to try more new things. And please enjoy your life in UST. Bye bye.
叫 Samantha Kong， 係2014年 Chemical and Environmental Engineering 畢業嘅 CEV。咁我而家就做咗嘢接近5年啦。咁我就由 grad 咗之後，我就去咗美國聯合國做嘢啦，就主要係做一啲drafting， 即係按一啲 policy 嘅一啲政策嘅嘢啦。咁就按United Nations 嘅 Sustainable Development Goals SDG 嘅。咁之後喺嗰度做咗幾個月之後啦，就翻咗嚟香港，就 join 咗 SNAP Asia Limited， 就係一間新加坡嘅consulting firm 啦，顧問公司啦。咁就主要就行一個 HAIE 嘅 Scheme A Environmental Discipline 嘅 training 啦。咁就喺即係好成功地就成為咗 HAIE Trainee of the Year。咁就喺4年半之內咧，就已經舊年已經成為咗一個 Chartered Engineer 啦。咁啱啱喺上個月啦，咁我就而家過咗嚟 OV Arab 嗰度，都係顧問公司嘅，咁就係做 Senior Engineer 啦，就主要 oversee 呢個 Building Sustainability 嘅。咁就講翻即係可能以前喺科大一啲嘅經歷啦，咁我就覺得即係 CBE 係一個即係我會形容佢為一個細嘅家庭啦。咁其實細都有細嘅好嘅，因為其實可以同一啲教授好可以好直接咁去交流啦。甚至而家我畢咗業5年啦，5至6年啦，咁我有時都會即係偶然都會翻去同教授即係去交流，即係睇下可能自己可能喺工作上或者可以點樣去再做好啲啊咁樣。咁其實科大嘅一個俾咗我哋一個好好嘅教育啦。喺除咗 hard skills 方面，其實 hard skills 主要按一啲可能 technical knowledge 啊，點樣喺工作上可以 apply 到我哋即係一啲同我哋個科有關嘅知識啦。其實 soft skills 都有好多，例如可能 communication skills 啊、collaboration， 即係可能之後同學會做一啲 capstone project 啊、final year project 啊，咁甚至係一啲 leadership 嘅role 啦。咁其實呢幾樣嘢都好，即係我會形容 CBE 係一個好 versatile。或者可能甚至我哋讀個科係好 versatile，即係好即係甚至可以好 all rounded 咁樣去 prepare 我哋 for 我哋一個 career。咁即係基本上到而家我哋都即係我自己 personally 啦，都好即係好感激自己係呢一個department 畢業嘅，因為即係機會真係有好多俾我哋啦，即係 department 啲教授都好悉心栽培我哋。咁希望即係同學都多啲了解我哋呢個 department 啦，咁去諗下自己將來想做啲乜嘢。而其實呢個 department 有好多機會俾大家，咁希望大家可以了解多啲，跟住就即係把握機會去揾出自己嘅成長之路咯。Thank you.
Okay, right. Last year is actually hoping that everyone will find their own path in UST. So now let me just go back to the slide and so, Terence.
So it seems we have another guest today. Is Senior Commercial Executive of ASC Biodiesel, Ms. Zoe Young.
I'm going to show a videos that actually ASB has provided us.
香港嘅環境污染問題日益嚴重，其中透過煮食同食物加工所產生出嚟嘅油脂廢物，每月就已經產生最少15000噸。廢油脂會嚴重影響水質，造成水污染。當油脂廢物排入污水渠時，會產生油垢積聚嘅問題，引致排水管堵塞，發出臭味並影響衛生。喺清除呢啲油脂廢物都係相當艱巨同危險嘅工作，並要花費不少金錢。早年更有廢食油回流到食物鏈嘅情況，嚴重危害人類健康。因此，2000年Asylum Bank 與香港政府推動並成立 ASB Biodiesel， 建立全香港最大規模嘅廢食油處理及生物柴油提煉廠，為香港未來付出最大嘅努力。
Yeah, so for more information, feel free to go to this website, and you have the full form of this video, like around 3 minutes. So maybe I can continue my interview, perhaps. All right, so I'm not sure whether I should ask in Cantonese. Maybe I can. And 蘇怡你覺得 CBE 嘅 graduate 咧，因為 ASB 都請咗我哋好多 graduate 啦，咁你覺得我哋 graduate 同其他學校嘅 graduate 比較，你覺得有咩吸引到 ASB 呢間公司繼續一路take 我哋嘅學生咧？
其實因為我哋公司咧可能比較叫做係中小企啦個 size， 雖然好大間廠咁，但係其實咧我哋成間公司可能係得70人嘅啫，咁啊翻 shift 嘅。 咁但係咧喺USC 過嚟嘅同學仔咧，其實每一個咧，我哋都覺得可以能夠獨當一面嘅，因為咧我哋好中意嘅咧就係你哋能夠有一個好好嘅 problem solving skill 啦，因為我哋每一次可能都係 by project 用唔同嘅方面咧，例如係 licensing 啦，或者係啲廠房入邊啊唔同嘅設施需要有啲 modify 嘅話咧，其實 USC 因為你哋可能提供出嚟咧嘅理論啦，或者係比較接觸到嘅嗰啲經驗都可能多啲，咁所以咧喺呢一方面咧，你哋嘅諗法啦，或者係就可以提供到一個比較好嘅一啲解決方法咧，去幫到我哋公司去點樣繼續去提高產能啊咁樣樣嘅。咁所以其實我哋咧公司都好中意USC 嘅同學仔嘅，所以我哋其實一路 keep 住咧都應該係有啲 internship 咧係可以俾啲同學仔過嚟參加咁樣樣咯。
咁我又亦都好奇，我諗有同學仔都會想知道，咁如果喺 ASB 嗰度做啦，佢晉升機會將來 career path 去做一個工程師嚟講，會係點樣樣嘅咧？
其實咧佢一開始咧應該係一個 assistant 嘅形式啦，咁即係就睇下你係想喺邊一個方面嘅發展啦。咁因為我哋廠咧可以牽涉到嘅嘢都唔少嘅，有 maintenance 啦，有負責生產嘅啦，有負責 license 嘅啦，亦都係如果你係一啲外向啲嘅，你想對外多啲嘅，咁我哋亦都可以係一啲sales 啊，或者係 marketing 嗰方面咧嚟都或者做一啲 procurement 咧，咁其實都有唔同嘅選擇去俾同學仔嘅。咁如果你話想做 engineer 嗰邊咧，咁其實我哋都係一步一步，因為我哋本身咧都有唔同嘅師傅啦，可以街住你去做。咁同時咧，我哋都開始咧 apply 緊一啲 certificate 咧，希望可以幫同學仔一路累積經驗去考到呢個 engineer 嘅一個認證咁樣樣咯。
明白晒。咁我相信嘅，我可以理解為咧，即係即使我哋讀 engineering 咧，可以最後都有唔同嘅出路，就睇翻同學仔嘅一個自己嘅興趣啦，或者佢其實係 capable 去做啲咩都可以發展為唔同嘅專業嘅。
冇錯冇錯。
好咁唔該晒啊 Zoe 你嘅時間先，仲有冇阿英有冇其他問題問 Zoe？
Thank you very much, Ms. Young, for your time. And so we are very honored to have her. Like she just joined us after work. Thanks a lot. So, hi, thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
so
Bye-bye.
another employer has also prepared very, very high quality videos for us and to share with you about like their their company and also like the prospects of CBE graduates. And this company is Dunwell, is an engineering consulting firm. And then let me again show the videos, prepare from them.
I'm Daniel Chang, Dunwell Technology Holdings Limited Managing Director. Dunwell is very proud to be an innovative technology company. We provide innovation and opportunities for all our staff to create a better future for everyone. Dunwell is the only licensed chemical waste recycling plant in Hong Kong. So we handle and recycle different types of waste as well as water. This is our original distillation machine. It is called the molecular fractional distillator. What it does is it actually brings up to 350 degrees C, high vacuum. We will condense the oil into a clear oil, and then we can use it to blend it with additive again and use it for motor oil again. But it uses a lot of energy. We have developed a vibrating membrane to filter out the oil at 85 degrees C instead of 350. So that saves huge amount of energy. We did not stop at the vibrating membrane. We also developed a membrane bioreactor, MBR, using bacteria to use it to flush toilet or irrigation. We have a long relationship with Hong Kong UST, particularly the Chemical Engineering Department. Back in 1995, we started hiring the first graduates into our Scheme training program. Dunwell helped start the first HKIE environmental engineering scheme. But at that time, the closest graduates we can find are chemical engineers because they have a good academic background, chemical background, and they understand processes. Today, I'm very happy to know that not only chemical engineering, but you also include biological and also some environmental engineering in your program. So for us, done well, this is even much better. We have worked with UST for a long time through the Scheme A program, as well as some of the internship program. We found the students to be very helpful because they're very good, solid background in chemical engineering. And now we're also using a lot of membrane bioreactor, so biological is also very important for us. I'm very proud to tell you that in 2006, we have won the very prestigious Institution of Chemical Engineers Environment Award with our vibrating membrane technology. The technology was studied and developed together with our Scheme A trainees and our graduate engineers together. Not only do we treat wastewater and reuse them, we also support our government's initiative to reduce carbon emission by installing solar panels. And the solar panels are designed, studied, and actually installed by our own engineers. So they actually have a hands-on experience as well as installation and design concept, how to maximize the solar power. We love to hire HKUST's CBE students because they're dynamic, academically very smart, good analytical skills, as well as good in English. So we work with international clients as well as clients in Asia. So we need them to be versatile, not only become a good engineer, but we'll help them to develop to be a good business person as well. To share with you what kind of prospect you'll get from Dunwell, well, the best person to tell you will be Yi. But before that, I want to tell you that there has been 45 Scheme A joining Dunwell all these years. And they all have excelled and done very well. Well, the time now is, Yi, you go ahead and tell everybody what you have learned or what you've done in Dunwell.
I joined Dunwell in 2001, and it's been 2 decades I work here. Other than Scheme A training, I also gained a lot overseas working experience, and I think that this is the most valuable to me.
Well, perhaps you can share with us your excitement from working overseas and how difficult it is.
I think it's very challenging to fulfill every client's specific technical, environmental, and safety requirements. And other than that, interpersonal skills is the most challenging part.
Yes, working well with people is something that we want to, train and provide training for our trainees, engineers. Because most engineers, they're good with technical part, but dealing with people is important. Another part that is very important is learning the business nature of engineering. So you can make money for the company and also create value for our clients. We have many engineers working with us. It's a teamwork. So it's your turn now.
So I really have to thank Dunwell, and it has been a long time partner with us. I would say they are not just employers. I would say they are a partner with us on educations as well. So let me go back to the slide.
Okay, so in the meantime, if you have more questions, you're welcome to raise your hand so that we can let you speak up, and or if you prefer to have the Q&A box, and you likely can actually see it in the bottom in the Zoom meeting, and you can also type your questions there, then we can answer your questions over there as well. So you can also check out more information from our website or the departmental Instagram. If you think of a question later on, feel free to email Professor Ying Chao. So the email address is provided here as your reference.
I hope some of you will sign up for the interview, and also I hope that I will see some of your new faces in our department next year. And everyone, please be healthy and stay safe. And so, bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming.